Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Kitasha Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 21st of December. India's opposition Congress party kicks off campaign in pole-bound western Gujarat. "12 Indian fishermen arrested by Sri Lankan Navy. And 40-day harshest winter period begins in India's Kashmir. And now for all the details. Congress party in India on Wednesday kick-started its electoral campaign in western Gujarat province. Congress party Vice President Rahul Gandhi addressed a public rally in Mehsana district, reaching out to the farmers and local communities. He also slammed the Narendra Modi government over the demonetization move, saying that it has adversely affected the farmers. Gujarat is likely to go to polls in the later part of 2017 for provincial elections. Meanwhile, in Pakistan, locals in Gilgit-Baltistan held a protest against trafficking of youth children, reported in the local media. They alleged foul play by the federal government of Islamabad to muzzle the voice of media.
People of Gilgit-Baltistan recently staged a protest outside the press club against trafficking of young girls and children. A recent media report in a local newspaper titled "Gang Supplying Girls to Big Shots Unearthed" revealed that a gang has been supplying poor young girls from Gilgit-Baltistan to political figures and businessmen in Islamabad. The report stated that the supply gang is orchestrated by some members of Gilgit-Baltistan Legislative Assembly and senior bureaucrats, leading to uproar among the people.
इसमें हमारे कौम के बच्चों का मसला है, हमारी इस गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के इज्जत और वकार का मसला है, और सबसे बढ़कर ये कि गरीब गुरबा जिनको हमें संभालना है, उनको हम एक्सप्लॉइट अगर करना शुरू करें तो मेरे ख्याल से ये दुनिया भर के लिए एक इंतहाई गलत यहाँ से मैसेज जाएगा.
Locals demanded immediate action to protect their children and end the illegal activities. People allege that the government officials are denying the media to probe the story further, curbing the freedom of expression of the press.
बहुत सारी बातें हो गई हैं कि मैं ये देख रहा हूँ कि डेली टाइम्स की खबर को गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के अखबारात में कोई कवरेज नहीं दी जा रही है. कल भी मैं एक अखबार में के दफ्तर में चला गया, वहाँ 2 हुकूमती नुमाइंदे बैठे हुए थे.
In the past, several attempts have been made by the federal government of Islamabad to muzzle the voice of the media to protect the corrupt officials of the administration.
Moving on to news from Bangladesh, Bangladesh police has arrested 2 Islamist militants in connection with the deadly terror attack in Dhaka this July, in which 22 people were killed.
Two members of an Islamist militant group were arrested by Bangladesh security forces on Tuesday for their alleged role in an attack at a cafe in capital Dhaka in July. The 2 suspects, identified as Atikur Rahman Milon and Khadimul Islam, belong to a faction of the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh militant group, which has pledged allegiance to the Islamic State. Police recovered jihadi books, leaflets and knives from the suspects. The Islamic State had claimed the responsibility of the deadly attack on July 1st, in which 22 people, including 18 foreigners, were killed in one of the worst terrorist attacks in Bangladesh. Bangladesh police have killed at least 42 suspected Islamists in raids since then, including the mastermind Tamim Ahmad Chaudhry, a Bangladesh-born Canadian citizen. The incident heightened concerns regarding the increasing presence of Islamic State in South Asia.
Moving on to news from Nepal, the Election Commission of Nepal has said that it is ready to hold the local elections, whether in the new or old structure. The body has been making all pre-electoral arrangements, even as election dates are yet to be announced.
The Nepal government and the cabinet have filed the bills in the parliament to hold the elections. The government also has directed the Election Commission, other related bodies and the security organizations to prepare for the election. Although the election dates are yet to be announced, major political parties have started preparations. Ayodhi Prasad Yadav, the Chief Election Commissioner of Nepal, said that the body has started poll preparations.
From our side, the Election Commission is preparing some of the important for the election, coming up elections, as like voter registrations we are conducting, and some we are estimating the logistic requirements needed for the elections, and we are trainings with manpowers assessment, every we are doing inside, and the printing capacity, ballot paper size, everything we are just from our side.
Yadav also added that they have sent the laws draft so that the government sends all the laws in time to the Election Commission, following which they will feel easier to go ahead according to laws and act. The local elections in Nepal have been in a limbo as the country has been witnessing political deadlock relating to the new constitution.
News from Sri Lanka now. Sri Lankan Navy on Wednesday arrested two groups of 12 Indian fishermen and seized 2 boats for allegedly violating the international maritime boundary line and poaching in its waters.
In 2 separate incidents, 12 Indian fishermen were detained on Wednesday morning by the Sri Lankan Navy near Dhanushkodi town at the Pamban island of India's southern Tamil Nadu province. The arrested fishermen and trawlers were taken to Sri Lanka's Mannar town and handed over to the Department of Fisheries for onward action, the Sri Lankan Navy said on its website. The fishermen were arrested in groups of 9 and 3 respectively.
அது மாதிரி ஒரு நாட்டு படகையை அரெஸ்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு 12 பேரை கொண்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. அரசாங்கம் சும்மா வேடிக்கை பார்த்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கு. பேச்சுவார்த்தைக்கு முன்னாடியே அந்த ஆளு இலங்கை மீன்வளத்துறை அமைச்சர் சொல்றாரு, அங்க வந்து மீன் பிடிக்க கூடாது, அந்த படகுல நாங்க சிறப்பிடிச்சா வெடிக்க வைக்க மாட்டோம்ங்கறத உத்தரவாதமா சொல்லும்போது இந்த பேச்சுவார்த்தை என்னது கிழிக்கிறதுக்கா? இங்க நடத்துகிற பேச்சுவார்த்தை 2ஆம் தேதி நடத்த போறங்க பேச்சுவார்த்தை.
The arrests come after 7 Indian fishermen were arrested by Sri Lanka on Tuesday for fishing in its waters. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam has written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking the latter's intervention for the early release of fishermen arrested by Sri Lanka. Fishermen from both countries frequently stray into each other's territory and end up spending years in jails.
Meanwhile, India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province is famous for its hills and valleys, giving it to the status of paradise on earth. It is also famous as an adventure sports hub which contributes to the economy. Authorities in the valley organized a mountain biking race to promote adventure sport tourism.
Authorities in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province on Tuesday organized a mountain biking race to promote adventure sport tourism. Several youths participated in the race, which was organized by Kashmir Tourism Department in Srinagar city to sell the valley as the best mountain cycling destination in the country. The tourism department identified several trails suitable for mountain biking and prepared strategy to facilitate the adventure sport in the state.
To harness the potential of these trails, we have organized this particular program and we will be organizing more such programs. We have also in process of procuring the mountain bikes, which will be on rent for tourists and anybody who wants to do mountain biking here.
Tour and travel operators said the valley had a huge potential for mountain biking. The participants said they wanted to spread the message that it was a good sport and there was huge scope for it.
ये जो माउंटेन बाइकिंग आज हम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर, माउंटेन बाइकिंग बहुत कम हो रही है कश्मीर में. हम चाहते हैं आज हम इसलिए यहाँ पर आए हैं ताकि हम माउंटेन बाइकिंग करें और बाकी लोगों तक ये मैसेज पहुँचे कि माउंटेन बाइकिंग बहुत अच्छी एक गेम है, इसमें बहुत सारा स्कोप मिल सकता है.
Mountain biking is one of the toughest sports in terms of the need for endurance and skill and requires a lot of mental and physical strength as well as training.
The most severe period of winter began in India's Kashmir on Wednesday. Wrapped in layers of clothing, people made small bonfires on roads to beat the chilly weather.
India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province began its harshest winter spell of 40 days on Wednesday, with temperature plummeting to -6.5 degrees Celsius early in the morning in several parts. Chilai Kalan, meaning 40 days of harsh winter, begins in the Kashmir Valley on December 21st. Most of the Kashmir Valley remains paralyzed during the period, with several water bodies, including the famous Dal Lake in the province's summer capital Srinagar, and water taps freeze. People wrapped up in layers of woolen clothes and were finding it difficult to cope with the chill in the air.
तो यहाँ भी सर्दी यहाँ बहुत हो रहा है, रात को भी होता है, दिन को भी होता है। अभी चिलाई कलान है 40 दिन का, दिन ब दिन सर्दी अभी बढ़ रहा है कश्मीर के अंदर, ये बात है।
40 दिन कितना सख्ती होता है?
बहुत मुश्किल होता है, जैसा पानी का गिलास बाहर रख सकता है वो भी जम जाता है। 40 दिन का बोलते हैं इसको, चिलाई कलान बोलते हैं इसको।
People were seen huddled together around bonfires to keep themselves warm to beat the racy cold winds. Locals say snowfall will only help beat the intense cold. The weather department has predicted rain or snow on December 26.
As the festival of Christmas nears a close, decorated markets across the country have been abuzz with the last-minute shoppers. Special programs were also held for the children to celebrate the festival.
With just a few days left, Christmas fever has gripped the country as various shops and outlets have decked out to mark the festive spirit. Be it bells, stars and pine trees or Santa figurines, masks and stockings, Christmas decorations of all kinds have been flying off the shelves of stores. A toy store in Western Mumbai city arranged special programs for school children to celebrate the festival.
बहुत चीज़ सीखा, सेंटा क्लॉज बनाना सीखा और सेंटा क्लॉज से मिलके बहुत खुशी हुई.
A cake cutting ceremony with Santa Claus was the highlight of the event. Dance performance was also put up by the staff for the entertainment of the children.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. India's opposition Congress party kicks off campaign in poll-bound western Gujarat. "12 Indian fishermen arrested by Sri Lankan Navy." And 40-day harshest winter period begins in India's Kashmir. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.